call. We're all three here. Anybody want to approve the minutes of the last meeting?
Well, I've read them. They're accurate from what I can tell. So I make a motion.
Motion carries. How about approving the minutes? The invoicing, was it?
We apologize for the kind of mix of two accounting systems this time.
Yeah.
July 1 started our new system.
Is that why those check register things in there? Okay.
We're tweaking them, so we're working on it.
Yeah.
That's two different check registers.
Mineral labs, test, of course, there's two different invoices on that page.
Yes, they're now doing water and wastewater plants. Is that right?
Water, they do T-Bird, and they do
Switzerland,
and
all the wastewater, and then the water over here. Quite a bit of activity around there.
Yeah, they've been at that right now. They did a lot of coal companies.
That's how they got their start.
You had to go through these a little bit, trying to,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what I was looking at there for a while.
We're still tweaking that reports part of that.
Hey, what's the TV service incorporated? Check number 19207.
Yeah, that's at Wayland for the internet and everything,
Okay.
to be able to communicate with the systems up there.
I looked at all of them. I didn't see anything I was concerned about. I make a motion.
Motion carries.
Yeah, these girls have done an outstanding job doing this conversion, but we're still working it.
Do we have anything in our special projects?
Yeah, they're in here.
You got to check too, that's four of them.
What's the stone crest? I can't remember. Is that?
The system you're talking about?
Yeah. Where we got this special project on this?
No, we're not even working up there yet, but that's part of the 1428 project, what that is. It's rolled into one project.
All of it in one.
And we're gonna relay it, so we're running up on the stone crest, and we'll throw that in the title of the project.
So when it says on here 6/20/18, Boca Enterprises construction 101,000.
That's when the check was written. 2,000.
But
Well,
it's not necessary for Stonecrest.
Well, he's got Kentucky 1428,
Yeah.
which is
Why do you
Yeah,
write
right now-
Why do you write separate checks? I don't understand that. Why is there?
There's two different projects right there.
Okay, this one hasn't even started. But we paid 101,951.
To Boca, and that's on Inman.
that's on, yeah.
But
It's two phases, they're working at Inman right now,
Mhm.
and that's where it says Kentucky 1428 / Stonecrest.
Okay.
You'll see.
So Stonecrest and 1428 are together.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I say it's the same.
And Lower Adams,
project.
Stevens Branch.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
How's the 23 doing?
Really well. Brian, I got an update today that he'd been waiting on some more 12-inch pipes come in that they shorted him. And when he lays this 1,000 feet 12-inch, the main line should be tied in. Because he was talking to us today about the vault going to have to happen there at the mouth of Hospital Hollow, the tie in. So that particular arm is in good shape. That main line down. They're doing good up
Yeah, but like 1420, they're working over there.
up there. We're gonna have to run power over to the sand pit area, I guess. A new 3-phase run. It's gonna cost the project about $16,000, so we're splitting it with RDCC.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good deal there. And that's a cost we weren't really anticipating. We didn't realize that 3-phase project over there is private
Yeah.
line from across the river.
David may take 10 years to put that sample in.
Once we got into the project, and then we'll see we got our own 3 tests up there. Some nights like that worked out really well. So they've already given us their estimate, and the project's gonna pay for the 16.
What'd you talk to him about buying off of? About 5. Will that work?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out.
We talked about that today, and what that actually does for us though is that if something happens in the storm or something, it tears that line out, then we gotta repair it.
Okay. All right.
If we have them new run us a
Right,
new,
it's on them.
then it's on.
I got you.
So that, I mean, that's what I asked him
Yeah.
too. I said, why don't we just use
Yeah,
that?
just use
Also,
that.
also coming from an AEP supplier coming across into our ECC turf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
Okay.
had a couple of negatives,
Yeah.
but a good point. That's what I was raising this morning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as far as extended range havoc, that's the third in line of these 3 sewer collection projects. He told me, Brian, today that he hopes to, did he say like 3 weeks maybe? 3 to 4 weeks, get some activity over there in Stevens Branch, Havoc? I don't recall. You might have not been in there when he said that. Yes, that's probably that. But he said that, getting much more work done at Emma and then the main line being done up 23. He said he hopes to get a crew over there and at least start on Stevens Branch Havoc.
So like these checks we're giving him since he's not started, is that for material or something?
Yeah, stored material. Yeah, projects, but they allow that to be paid if the materials are on site.
Yeah, they've got a yard full of them over there. Do we need a motion on that?
Yeah, it kind of makes it a little more official when we get a motion on
A motion to accept the report?
Yeah, I make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion carries. Any public comment?
I got something real quick. I bought a little house up in town and got it, been there 4 or 5 years. We're doing some work on it. And run into a little issue. I was wanting to pour some concrete around the side of the house, and there's a dip, and I've been noticing that whenever it rains hard, water and stuff gets underneath it, and it raises it up and down. I actually videoed it once before, but and when I'm kind of where we added on to one end of it, kind of blocked yourself from the back side of the house, so I wanted to pour concrete to get to the 2-car garage in the back. So in doing so, I guess what I need more than anything is maybe some advice or some help or something. What it is the way that it works coming down the side of the house, there's a, should I be walking around with it?
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Whatever you
Go right ahead.
The way that it actually works is there's an apartment building that's here, and this is the driveway area. This is
Where's
where
this
they
at?
park.
Yeah,
It's Lafferty Lane. It's behind right behind the old Floyd County Times.
Okay.
I mean, right directly behind it.
Yeah, that,
But the house kind of sits like so, and then the section I'm talking about, this is a grassy area, which is here, that runs beside it. And what I feel like has happened, because the last big rain we had, I went up there, and like I said, you could see it, and I just took my hand, because when you walk, you literally sink about that far up in it. So I just reached my hand down in there and pulled it back, and the side just pulls away. And what you find is an area about this big that had two fairly, maybe 12-inch pipes that came through there. And it looks to me like there's a gap about this long in it, and they just either cut it out or whatever. There's gravel in it. And I don't know if maybe they put a new pipe in that runs down beside it, because the drain pipe from the house or the clean out runs out to it. But what I'm thinking has happened is they put a new one in and may have just tried to seal this one off or something. But what's happening is that's a low point, and all this water's coming down. I think you feel it in that area, and that's where you get that rise up and down as that water's going. So, I mean, is that something that, like I said, I just needed some advice, I think, as much as anything, because I really need to use that portion of the yard.
I think it's something we need to take a look at, especially being that size pipe. It's storm drain possibly on the wall.
Well, the manhole sets its corner of the property,
Right.
so there has to be a line that's running to it. I think have they replaced it recently when they did all that work or anything, or?
that's right off Graham Street, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right off Graham Street.
What that probably was a combination there at one time.
We separated storm and sanitary right in that area right there. That's what probably took place. And
can we just, maybe get somebody just to look
We
at it
will.
or give me an idea?
Yeah,
what's-
we'll come out and take a look at it.
Okay, well, that's great, because honestly, I talked to 2 or 3 people, and they were like, well, just go ahead and do it, just open it up, fill that up, but the more I thought about that, water's gonna gather someplace else, and then where's it gonna go at that
No,
point?
you did the right thing coming here. I mean,
Let
we'll
let one of them two go
Well,
look
listen,
at it.
listen, I couldn't ask for anything more.
check it out.
Guys, I sure do appreciate it,
Very well.
sure do. Just give me a yell, you need my phone number or anything, you can call or just, you just go up there.
Why don't you-
I can give it to you, but I don't even have to be there. 226-5050, or you can call me at the store. That number is 886-0100.
0100. Okay.
Guys, thank you
Sure,
so
check
much.
it out.
Yeah.
Appreciate
See you
it.
back.
Sure, Rocky.
I'll be back.
There are.
Do we need a motion on that?
Now, we'll check it out. Get back to your own.
Any new business?
Just the updates, you know, like we're on the sewer projects and,
Can we didn't get a balance sheet?
we're still tweaking it.
Okay.
Well, the new system too, it will not pull a balance sheet until the ending balance for June 30th is in, and we don't do that until the audit.
Yeah, so we'll still throw you something together for next meeting that will at least give you an idea on the balance sheet accounts.
I'd like to get Brian, if we could ever, Brian, could we start getting like a water loss statement each month?
Yeah, I'm sure Brian can get that together for us each month. You may have it already.
Or just, you know, I mean, like I said, I know it's gonna be behind.
I'm embarrassed to give you this and ashamed. There were several things that I didn't take into consideration when I said we would actually get on this last time. Vacations being one,
Sure.
having people out.
Look, I always say July and December is the two hardest months to get anything done.
Exactly.
Because everybody's gone on
Yeah, she
vacation.
did.
Yeah.
It just didn't occur to me last meeting when I
Yeah.
said we would get on it, but it's been kind of difficult with a couple, well, all 3 of the foreman off for basically 2
Yeah,
weeks.
I understand.
We're at 28%. The 10 zones that are listed are, if we can get that halfway down, we'll be back to.
What is our goal? I mean, I'm obviously, you know, we want to have some water loss. I mean,
The
anytime.
national recommendation or average is 15.
Okay.
That's what we shoot for.
Right.
Shoot for better, but.
Sure, I understand. So that was my question.
When we are at 15-16%, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Don
Okay.
can have his plant
Yeah.
be shut down for an extended period.
Yeah.
We've actually repaired a couple of leaks, and those are numbered in order of worst down. We fixed 3 or 4 leaks on that water plant south since our last meeting, and one of them was actually phoned in by a resident up here in the bottom, and when we went, it was dry.
Yeah.
We went 2 or 3 times, it was dry. But when we peeled back the sod, he had a void under his driveway that was huge, and it was probably leaking,
Leak went down.
probably leaking 20 gallon a minute.
Yeah.
But we should have the full house back and be able to start working nights
Okay.
and get this corrected.
Okay.
What was our water loss like a year ago? In general?
For June of last year,
Yeah, I mean, or the last 2 years ago,
17%.
17.
Yeah, it typically stays in the mid-teens.
Yeah.
Like I say, this is kind of an aberration for us here. Systems around us are anywhere from 50 to 75%.
I could give you an actual report that I use. I just printed this up because last time we
This
was
is really
talking
good.
about
Yeah,
the
it's
stuff.
This is good, but I like to have one of these all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, you asked about how we could tell where it was. Well, this kind of shows
That's
you.
good.
Yeah.
It's good. It is. Yeah, 28's too much for us.
Yeah, it went up some from last month, but
We don't rest very well when it goes
No.
up 20. We don't like it.
I seen John Grum bragging about Martin counties when they had it down to, I think, 30%. Been some time ago.
Yep. These districts do that. They brag when it gets below 50.
Well, theirs just got
That's
worse.
good though.
Thank you,
I'd
Brian.
like to go into executive session if we can.
Okay. Do we have any other business that we need to take care of?
Well, I've had a call from someone. I guess I should bring it up. It was from somebody been up here. He calls me a lot. Guy does. I hate to even say it, but he's a really good guy, and he told me that he'd come up. He's complaining about downstairs. What he's complaining about, and he was saying that he was trying to sign up for some maybe a water service or something. Billy, tell me about it, because Billy's who he mentioned. And do you have an office off to the side there somewhere? The guy's name's Charles Neely. And has he called you?
No, but
I like
I've talked to him
Charles a
before,
lot.
yeah.
I just didn't know the whole story, and he was just voiced his concern, and I wanted everybody to know it, that he felt like he wasn't accommodated, I guess you could say, when he brought up the fact that he was wanting a water service. Do you remember him, Billy?
Yeah, he had come in and I guess they were making their payment
Yeah.
and had asked about a service.
Is
And
that what it
Melissa
was?
said, sign in, Debbie or Billy can wait on you.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of closing out a work order on this new system, and the door was open. I said, just have a seat and I'll get
Yeah.
with you when I finish closing this out. And he didn't want to wait.
Yeah.
So he just,
He felt like he said, well, she just went on working on the computer. I said, well, you probably had something pretty important there,
Absolutely.
Just sit down and rest just.
I did tell him though, as soon as I close this out, I'd be
Yeah.
there with him.
And he was the one, but previously, that was concerned about older people that have forgotten to pay their water bills. And we've been through this, where an 85-year-old person that has forgotten to pay their water bill, and we turn their water off. And I know you all told me that, what's the system we've got now for checking with people when didn't you tell me you call them?
Yeah,
We do call
that's all
courtesy
that's us to do,
Yeah.
courtesy.
And he had mentioned that to me, and we did that.
Yeah.
And what is it we do, Billy, when somebody's forgotten to pay their bill?
Well, we
Especially
do.
older people.
Yeah, we do the call list, and then we kind of look at their history, and if, we know that they're an older customer. If it's rental property, we don't normally disconnect it that month. We'll let it try to go the next month to see, but then, we don't want to let it go too long.
Yeah.
A lot of the times we don't have updated numbers. We try to look up on the system, phone book. We try every way we can to get a number.
That's, but I knew that we had addressed that, and I felt good about it.
But we are still doing the calls.
Yeah. Because I was always concerned about those older people.
Yeah.
I worry about them, because what I always feel like though is somebody should be responsible for them.
Yeah, right.
Somebody should be coming in, paying their bills for them, overseeing. I did that for my mom and dad, and I think people should do that.
Yeah, even if they have someone taking care of them, I can set it up where it comes out of the bank account. So they
Yeah.
have
That's it.
That's what I did. I did that years ago.
I love it.
Keeps Billy calm.
Exactly, we do.
A lot of, gradually more and more are doing it.
Yeah.
It is working good.
Lynn's a little young to have to be called, you know what I'm saying?
Gonna keep them, have 100 other things.
He's been hit a lot.
I'm
MMA
with
stuff.
Charles Neely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he just was not waiting. And, I was in the middle of that and this new system, and, I just couldn't close out of it.
Yeah.
That's a little bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know. Trust me.
These girls have got a ton to do.
I know. But I just wanted to
No,
bring it
I
up.
appreciate
Not
you
that
bringing
you
it
said
up.
I didn't bring it up,
Yes,
so.
sir, that's what we want.
I do want the public to be accommodated, I
Let me tell you,
do.
they are.
I do. That's all I've got.
Anything else? We have a motion to go into executive session.
I know. That's it.
Sure.